We're talking about the EcoFlow River 2 Pro power station today that I have just thoroughly enjoyed for the past several months as I've been getting out on some more camping trips. And one of the most important things that a power station does for me is it powers my 12-volt fridge. I bought a 12-volt fridge a couple years ago, and that has been a literal game changer in my camping to keep my food nice and cold like a fridge is supposed to, but better than a cooler because I don't have to buy ice. But what a 12-volt fridge does require is a power station that is going to power that for an entire weekend or more out in the backcountry. And the EcoFlow River 2 Pro is the most up-to-date recent release from EcoFlow in the River series, and this thing is seriously fantastic. So we're at 17 pounds of weight. The EcoFlow River 2 Pro has everything that you would need to power pretty much all that you could imagine needing to have out on a camping trip. You've got 4 AC inputs, you've got 3 USB-A with a USB-C input that can also be used for output and input for charging out of USB-C if you need to. You've also got your 12-volt input, and pretty much that's everything that you would need within a power station to charge camera batteries, to charge an iPad or a tablet or your phone and other things that you just need to power constantly when you're out on a trip. But I want to talk about the first con of the River 2 Pro, and that is the fact that up on this top part of the unit, they really missed out on the fact that it does not have a wireless charging station. I've used other power stations like from Bluetti, for example, that the convenience of being able to just plop your phone right down on top of the unit and have it charge without having to use also one of the USB inputs does make that a big con in my opinion. However, I do love that they made some changes on where the AC inputs are, all being on the front as opposed to being on the side for the first generation River Pro. But one of the things that I love so much about this is the charging inputs are on the back of the unit. And you've got this handle that allows for easy pickup and such, but that handle also protects the cords from getting smashed when you push the unit back against something. So that's a smart little design element that makes a big difference. But you've got the ability to charge from your AC input, but also from a 12 volt or from solar in this other input here on the back. And that just makes it really easy for you to top things off, keep it constantly filled and ready to go to keep everything powered that you need over your time out on a trip. So I think what is most important to talk about from this whole discussion is what is my personal experience with this unit. And in my time of using it for the past several months out on camping trips, in the home, and now out with my family on this trip, this has been phenomenal and a huge upgrade from the previous River Pro, but also I enjoy it in a lot of ways more than some of the other power stations that I've used, namely for the sake that it's a small form factor, but has a really high output. So you've got a 768 watt hour capacity with this, which is more than enough for this to power phones getting charged, an iPad, also camera batteries, and then also powering my 12-volt fridge for an entire weekend without having to charge this at all. Now I do have the option, if I'm driving my car a little bit, I can plug it in to the 12-volt outlet in my car with the provided cable that comes with the unit into the back, and then I can top things off. But I don't have to worry with that high watt hour capacity for me to know that this is going to last for an entire weekend. It's got an 800 watt inverter in it that just pretty much anything you need powered, it's going to power. So what you have is a small form factor, a really well built unit that is really priced at a nice price point that is accessible and something that I think is worth investing in. And the other really nice benefit to this is it's easy to use. Some power stations I feel like are a little confusing. They don't give you all the information that you want. This, however, with the screen you've got here on the front, will tell you the input wattage, your output wattage, and then the percentage of battery life remaining, as well as the hours remaining while it is powering and charging devices and such. So having all of that information just gives you the data that you need to know that, cool, I'm gonna be able to power all of the things that I need for the trip that I'm out on, or I need to make some adjustments, have solar or whatever for the typical lifestyle that I would be using this unit for, and basing your decisions off of that. Some of the other aspects that are really neat about this unit is the fact that it's going to last for over 3,000 cycles before it drops to an 80% battery life. That just makes this thing pretty much last as long as you would ever need it to. It is also eco-friendly. It is also safe and very trustworthy. EcoFlow has made a really cool product here, and I've just very much enjoyed it. My honest thoughts are coming from this just from having used other power stations. This is my top choice right now, and I just really enjoy it for the convenience that it provides in being able to do all the things that we've talked about in this review. So thanks for watching today, guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Hope you have an awesome day. Catch you in the next one. See you later.